Back with another video here. It's kind of an idea I had. I didn't have a box. The boxes I had were either too big or too small for this, so I decided I better just make one. Basically making this video hopefully to help somebody in a similar kind of pinch. You know, I guess I could have gone out and got a box or whatever, but this is recycled cardboard and some tape and plastic wrap. You know, hopefully every reseller's probably got this same kind of stuff just laying around where you can make your own box. But this is a Quentin Tarantino Blu-ray lot. Like I said, you saw there, it sold for about $45 with shipping, $39.99 plus shipping, whatever it was. But pretty good little lot. I've been lotting up a lot of stuff lately and selling it, so I'm just gonna go through my thought process on, you know, what I'm doing here, why I'm going to this effort versus buying a box. I mean, I don't know what a box like this would cost, a couple dollars at least, but you know, you're gonna have the tape regardless. So I'm out an extra bit of plastic wrap and maybe some extra tape, but you're gonna have to tape a box regardless. So just making it myself, you know, took a little extra time, but whatever. I don't want to. I'd rather go this option than use a box that didn't fit, or you know, a box that was too big and have to stuff a bunch of stuff in it and pay extra postage. Because you know, the bigger the box, obviously, the bigger the postage. Plus, the weight's obviously a factor too. So the idea is basically, like, I thought I was gonna maybe do a bridge over the top there. Doesn't have enough cardboard there, so now I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it and cut it down here and make, you know, so I have the other, you know, 4 walls of this box. I need to make the other 2, the other 6 sides. So I need the other 2 sides to make basically a box. Basically, it's the plan here. So it's arts and crafts time again. So yeah, I basically that's the idea. There's going to be a lot of taping, a lot of getting this thing wrapped up tight. And you know, I guess maybe some people might look at this and go, well, why not box with bubble wrap? Really, when a package gets damaged, the biggest thing that damages is the fact that it's moving around in there. You know, you have a bubble mailer, you just got one title in it, and it's banging around, it's hitting at the corners. The corners is where you really want to protect. It's kind of the weak point. Obviously, it's a box, so there's going to be other boxes stacked up on top of it, but as long as they don't put a box full of lead on it, it'll be fine. But you know, bubble wrap, it's kind of like a false sense of security. Like, people think that it's magic wrap that'll keep everything from getting damaged. It really doesn't. Really, what keeps the item from getting damaged is the structural rigidity of the box itself, and not, you know, it not getting not being loose in there to get, you know, slammed around. Essentially, that's my experience, at least. But yeah, you kind of get the idea. I kind of rounded the corners a little bit to, you know, so it'll fold up better, because this is all going to fold together here in a minute. I got some questions about the last video, and I appreciate everybody who watched that video and subscribed. All the new subscribers, thanks. I appreciate it. A little more reception than I kind of thought for a first video, but I appreciate all the questions. I really want to thank Analog Money for commenting on my video and watching my video and giving me some pointers. He's got a great channel. It was a big inspiration for this channel. So I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to him, you probably are. I mean, this guy's got a really big channel and a really cool channel, and really it's a refreshing. I really like his kind of bootstrap approach, not just to his reselling style, but you know, life in general. He has, you know, he said when he talks, sometimes it's like I'm hearing myself talk, not in a creepy way, but I say those same things. Like, you know, I'd rather look broke than look rich and be broke. You know, he kind of mentions some things like that. But you know, anyway, man, just check out his channel. Don't worry, don't listen to me. Go and subscribe to him. It's a great channel, great guy. But so our previous video, there's some questions. Maybe they'll get answered on the next video. There is going to be a part the following month. That was the last 30 days, and the next 30 days video will go live around probably the 9th or 10th of January. I had another good month so far. At least this is one of the sales from that month. So things are going good, and they're going to continue to go good, hopefully. But yeah, so right now you see me, I've cut down the corners to fold it together and basically make the box essentially here. And that you know, it seems to be a good, I don't think I've ever quite made a box like this before. Usually my packages are in, you know, the envelope style that you see, but it's working so far. And, you know, I can see myself doing more of this in the future. And like I said, if you're in a pinch, you don't have the right size box, you can just make a box. It's not that big a deal. It's not that critical. You know, you see how long this video is. It's not like it was an hour and I cut it down to this. It was probably 10 minutes and I cut it down to whatever it is for this. You know, a lot of screwing around, maybe a little extra work. Yeah, just buy a box. I get it. Just buy a box. But it's like, you're just going to have one box this size? No, you're going to end up buying a whole bunch of them. And, you know, for the just rare occasion that I have a lot like this, I don't want to have a bunch of boxes sitting around, you know. So this was the better way for me to go. And I can feel the people watching this going, man, this guy's using a lot of tape. Yeah, well, I mean, we're buying bulk tape here. And, you know, it's, I don't know, 70 cents a roll, 60 cents a roll. And one roll gets me through, I don't know how many packages. So it's really not a big deal. You know, like I said, I'd rather do this, use a little extra tape, than have, you know, 40 boxes laying around that are this one specific size for this oddball application. So, yeah, I tend to over tape anyway. So it's not just this one, but it's generally how I do things. So I guess I'm just kind of looking around. Okay, I see the corners are kind of sharp, and I took my Tough Built scraper as like a pry bar thing, and I just kind of beat the corner in a little bit. I was going to wrap this in paper, like parchment paper, but I didn't have any. So I didn't want it to rip through the parchment paper, so that's why I'm beating these corners in a little bit, because they came out pretty sharp. But I ended up not using parchment paper anyway. But anyway, what's it matter? Now it has blunted corners. It's childproof now. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it in this black, I think this stuff's called pallet wrap. I don't really remember. It's like kind of a heavier duty, like cling wrap or like saran wrap, but it's kind of a heavier duty, like for commercial application. And just kind of, I don't know. Like I said, I was going to wrap it in paper. Realized as I was doing this, I didn't have any paper, so I figured I'd wrap it in something, I guess, and I ended up with this black pallet wrap. But you know, what can it hurt? If anything, like, this stuff does a lot of things. It's got good uses for a lot of things. But if this thing gets left out in the rain, which USPS, FedEx, UPS, they're wont to do, it will be fine in this wrap. So it has that benefit. If there's a flood, it'll be fine. But yeah, just kind of, like I said, I'm a collector myself of this stuff, so I like when collectors go the extra mile. So this is kind of my thinking on it. I see this as, you know, not excessive at all. I mean, like I said, this is basically free. The tape, the wrap, those are my costs on this. But anyway, I appreciate you watching. More later.